Hello and welcome to InSight. I'm Wendy Brokaw.
And I'm Mary Louise Van Atta.
The Pacific Northwest has a wonderful, rich tradition in supporting the arts, especially music. And today we're going to be talking with Joyce Epp, who is the Executive Director of the Salem Youth Symphony. It's celebrating its 60th anniversary. You've been around 60 years.
What an accomplishment.
Can you just start right away by telling us, what is the secret to that success? That's a long time.
Right, and when the same things that they did 60 years ago and now are those young people coming and feeling the excitement. There's these notes on the page, and they bring their instruments in and figure this all out. And the conductors help them put this together. It's this process of being in sync with each other. And they work at it, and the closer they get, the more exciting it is for them and the gift that they give to others than when the concerts come.
Anyone who has been to one of your concerts, where are they held? They're held at
The concerts are at Smith Auditorium, and I like to tell the kids that this is the same auditorium that the Oregon Symphony plays on.
At Willamette University.
At Willamette University.
So this is not your band. That's one of the characteristics of it. These children, when they start young with your organization and work through the ranks, they get an experience unlike they would have anywhere else. Tell me about that.
Well, one of the things that is different from the beginning, there was one orchestra that brought the two high schools and two junior highs together. Now we have 4 orchestras that bring together students from 40 schools, and they drive once a week. That's the same thing. Once a week they come for 11 weeks. From Newburgh, from McMinnville, from Woodburn, all these different places, and they're just drawn. There's something about this music that draws them all to this place once a week, then and now. And they just feel this sense of camaraderie. They work this out, precisely working with each other, and then get to present this twice a year with those 2 semesters.
How old are the students that are involved in this
We
program?
now, with our 4 groups, have 7-year-olds.
Oh my gosh. And so what are the 4 groups?
What are the 4 groups?
Well, our new group, 5 years in the program, is the Mozart players. And this is non-audition, so it's not intimidating.
Oh, right.
They
Great.
can come and start their basic skills, start learning. And then they also get to play a song with the Amadeus players, which is our next group of string. They learn the string sound. And that is maybe up through beginning of high school, depends. And then they move into they're ready for the full orchestra, the brass, the winds, the percussion, and that's the part that really gets exciting. They experience this in a new way. So that's called Philharmonia. And then our most advanced orchestra is called the Youth Symphony, and they do the works as the composers wrote them.
Do they go on the road?
No, with schools activities the way they are, we just really have our 2 concerts every year. Though the Philharmonia this year is going to Newport at the Invitation Newport.
How exciting!
When do they hold auditions?
Auditions are usually at the end of May and again in September. So we have 2, end of the school year and again in the beginning in fall.
It sounds like there's a lot of energy that's generated from having all of these young people in a room, especially the creative musical types.
Yes, definitely. That's what just makes it. And they feed each other that energy. And then when concert time comes, there's something that happens, and they're all playing together. And as one said, the more in sync they are, it's just this wonderful feeling. And then you get the audience response. And it's just so rewarding to say, I have something that I can do. It's individual. Each one's important, but you have the whole group. Both are equally important. They have that full sound, and the audience, they catch that energy, that vitality.
You have some remarkable conductors. Talk about them.
Okay. The conductor that started was Bill Sweatman, and he was with them 17 years. They're the motivating force, and then we had some in between, and our present conductors have all been with us at least 15, 16, 17 years. So we have Zuri Robertson with Mozart players. Of course, it's only been 5 years. And she's in the school district. Deborah Ward has been she started teaching sectionals, because we have sectionals that help build the quality. She's been with us actually totally 30 years.
Oh my gosh.
Something like that. John Harris Clippinger has been 16 years or so, and Mr. Larry Garrett is, this is 18th season. I just see such dedication. They give beyond.
Let's hear some music. You've recorded a little bit of a spot with us to celebrate the 60th anniversary, and in that we're going to hear them play a very familiar tune from the last winter's concert, the William Tell Overture. Have a listen.
When you go to a live concert, there's something that you experience, and that's what happens at the Salem Youth Symphony concerts. People come and it's like, whoa, those young people up there can make this music. I asked some students, why are you in Youth Symphony? And one of them said, I love when the different sounds all come together to form one amazing sound. Salem Youth Symphony is at a very unique point in that it has this history, but it also has this new direction of expanding to include various levels. It still is big, and so we look forward to another 60 years.
Wow.
There is a lot of energy in that.
Oh my gosh, who was
there?
the conductor's name of that?
Mr. Larry Garrett.
Oh my gosh,
And
what
I get the privilege of watching that start and build up to that.
Sure.
Of course.
From all the practices
right.
and all of the...
And in each of those 4 groups to go in and out over the semester and watch it develop.
But over the last 20 years or so, you've told me when we were talking about this that you've seen these kids, and when you see them play, each one, you know, they have a story to tell.
That's right.
Could you share them with us?
Okay. When I heard the Nutcracker played by them, which, by the way, was played in December of 1959, too. But every time something is played, a piece, it's new. It's a unique, we have a different set of... But when I hear it, I hear those different individuals, and it makes it so meaningful. It's beyond the bigger music, which is beautiful. But I know what each one of those, to get there week after week, miss some other things, maybe not feel good, and there's just such a drive and camaraderie between them that they come from all these places to put that together.
Just give us a thumbnail sketch. We have some time here. Why not? Zach Gubalov, excuse me, let me try that again. Zach Gubalov Davies is the one who wrote the music for your concert celebrating your 60th anniversary. Right. And then there is another artist who's also a graduate. Tell us about those 2 gentlemen, because they're perfect examples of what kind of a life they've had with the Salem Youth Symphony and where they are now.
Right. So Peter Frajola grew up in Salem. His parents were music directors, and he's been part of the Oregon Symphony for 30 years now. And he's such a wonderful person. We're so privileged. He's honoring us at our 60th concert with playing a piece by Lalo. And so we're really happy to have that part of the past represented by him. And the current past is represented by Zach, who started in Amadeus. He's been in it 9-10 years, as long as you can. You can be up till 21, 7 to 21. And he is a composer now, and he has written a piece just for this occasion.
Wow.
And is so excited to do it. So it shows what is contributed to that person, to that musician, what they gain from us, and then giving back or giving to the community or wherever they go.
That's so wonderful. And I'm sure there's lots of people who want to either get to concerts because, you know, only twice a year, they don't want to miss it, or help contribute to a student that really, really would like to continue in the program and they want to support a student and
Do you have a way
them.
to how can the community help you in that regard?
Well, we have a wonderful website, which was actually designed by Chemeketa Community College as a gift to us.
Great. How nice.
And so if you go to that, which is SalemYouthSymphony.org,
Very well.
You can learn our history. There's a place to learn about our needs and just all the different, how to enroll, all the different aspects. And you can see pictures and hear pieces from our past concerts.
Or phone?
It's 503-485-2244.
2244. Wendy, I hate to tell you, you're too old to be in the Youth Symphony. I
Darn.
know, after all the practicing you've done on your recorder.
Recorder, right?
Harpsichord.
Right, she's downgraded or upgraded. Yeah.
So, although we could, we've passed our time to play with you, we'd certainly love to come and see the organization perform.
It's so impressive seeing how these young people are in such sync, as you talk about it, under the direction of wonderful conductors and an audience that gets a true treat of a really high caliber orchestra to listen to.
Thank you for what you do so much.
Thank you so much, and thank you for joining us today on InSight.
And we'll look forward to seeing you next time.